You know all those Instagram followers who are following you, but they've never booked, and you're like, what is the deal, man? How come you've never booked with me before? You follow me, so why not? Here's a new perspective for you. Have you ever thought about how many potential clients actually just might feel nervous to book with you? For introverts or for people who have social anxiety or are simply shy, the idea of meeting a new hairstylist or esthetician walking into a new business can actually feel overwhelming. But a few small changes to your marketing can make all the difference and turn hesitant followers into excited clients. So let me show you how. Hey guys, I'm back. I got a haircut. Stephanie Mitchell here. I'm an advertising and marketing coach for hair and beauty professionals. 30% of the population, according to Google, of the research that I did, is introverted, which means that they're reserved, they're quiet, and they often prefer to spend time alone. For any of us, walking into a new place, a new business can feel daunting. Imagine driving to your new esthetician's place. You got to find where the place is, you got to find parking, figure out where the entrance is, maybe go into the wrong door, find the actual entrance door. You have new people maybe welcoming you, maybe a receptionist, and you've got this new esthetician there who you have to get to know and make small talk with. Even for me, as quite an extrovert, it can feel like a lot. Imagine for that third of the population that are introverts. We as humans prefer comfort above all else. And if we feel like we're pushing too far outside of our comfort zone, we'll just avoid doing it, even if we do love the idea of getting a facial for the first time or trying out a new hairdresser. But what if there were some small tweaks that you could do to your marketing, especially on Instagram, to welcome those people in, those people who follow you, who have been creeping you, but have never tried you out before. So you could welcome them in, make them feel at home and comfortable and safe so that they are excited to come in instead of wary and insecure. It will not only give you an uptick in bookings, but also create this safe space for anyone who's an introvert or maybe anyone who's neurodivergent or has social anxiety or is simply a shy homebody. Oh, and one more thing before I get into it. If you like this video, if you could please give it a thumbs up, that would really help more hair and beauty professionals like you find my content. All right, let's dive in. The first thing that you can do to welcome in those first time, maybe shy clients is create a new client offer. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to create a post about it on Instagram, pin this post to the top of your feed, and also put it in one of your stories highlights. So here's something that's embarrassing for me to admit because I work in the beauty industry. I've actually never gotten waxed before. I've always thought about it, but I never pulled the trigger because I'm a wuss and I'm afraid of how much it hurts. When we're surrounded by clients who come in, for example, waxing services, day in and day out, we forget that there's so many people out there who don't know how it works, don't know if it hurts or not, feel ignorant even asking, and have never experienced this before. They're nervous, they're embarrassed to ask questions about it. But having a new client package specifically for these people is the perfect way to tell them, I get it. I love serving new clients like you. All of your questions are going to be answered. I've created an experience specifically for people who have never, for example, been waxed before, and you are going to love it. So what if you were to create an offer like this one? First timer welcome package for lash extensions. For example, in this package could be included a welcome kit with everything you need to know about taking care of your lashes, spoolies and lash cleanser, some extra little goodies in there, for example, any samples you've got, and maybe some candies as well, some of your favorite candies just to welcome them in. Also a $10 voucher for your next lash fill appointment, explain what that is, and including a consultation to help you choose the right lashes for your face and style. So you put together a special price on this and you advertise it specifically for new clients. So you can take this offer, create a post about it, pin it to the top of your page, create a stories highlight saying something like new to lashes, and keep it there so that anyone who stumbles across your profile and feels nervous about trying lash extensions for the first time, they're attracted to that. And you've also got a ton of followers who have probably never booked with you before. This is something that will catch their eye as well. Creating a new client offer like this is something that we go deep into my program, the Ad Lab, where I teach hair and beauty professionals how to create Instagram and Facebook advertisements that attract their dream clients to them. Yes, even the introverts who have never tried out these services before. All right, the second thing that you can do to welcome these introverts into your space is to create a welcome video, actually showing the client's experience and giving a tour of your space. Here's what gave me the inspiration to actually do this video in the first place. I have been wanting to try Pilates for a while now, just to get back in shape and keep my body limber. And my therapist kept telling me several times, like, oh, this is where I do Pilates. I love it. It's great. You should try it out. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. But I never really thought seriously about it. Now, at the same time, I've been doing exercise classes for the past year to strengthen my abdomen and my core since giving birth. And recently we moved to a new space and I realized that it's in the same gym where my therapist does Pilates. And it totally changed my perspective because I saw the space, I saw how big and bright and welcoming it is. I realized like how close it is to my house, how great the parking is. And finally I was like, something clicked. I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna do Pilates here. And it just took me actually physically going there to feel confident that, yeah, this is the right space for me. There's something about physically being in a space that makes us so much more familiar with it and feeling kind of a connection with that space. But when everything is online nowadays, people discover you on Instagram, you've got all these followers who have never physically been in there. How do you recreate that feeling? What you're gonna do is you're going to make a quick 1-minute video where, like I said, you give an idea of the customer experience, give them a tour around your space, exactly what to expect start to finish when they come to their appointment. So here are some videos that I filmed with my student Natasha back in Ottawa. She has a salon suite, so she doesn't actually get foot traffic. So for her Facebook and Instagram ads, we wanted to really show people like, hey, here's where I am. You probably walk past my suite all the time. So after this, you're going to continue your tour. You're going to show them around your space. Get a friend or a family member or a team member to hold your phone and act like they're a client. So you can show them what the consultation will be like, where they're going to lay down for their appointment on your bed, how long it will take, what kind of products you use, what the whole process is like start to finish. Anyone who's nervous about booking would love to know what their appointment will be like and what they can expect. So once you've made this video, again, same as the last step, pin it to the top of your Instagram feed. Give it a cover photo that says something like, welcome to my space, new client tour. If you're DMing with someone who seems hesitant and ghosts and doesn't message you back, you could send them a message that says something like, hey Megan, I know you talked about booking a haircut last week. Just wanted to give you a little tour around my space to show you what you can expect when you book. Here's a link to watch the video tour I made. Let me know if you want to choose an appointment time, and then you can link them to your Instagram reel that you made. The third thing that you can do to welcome in those hesitant followers and some of the introverts is to make your DMs personal and personalized. This is something that we go in depth into in my program, the Ad Lab, how to use ethical persuasion and sales psychology to convert DMs and messages into bookings when we do advertising on Facebook and Instagram. But even if you're not doing advertising, do this step. We are so bright and bubbly and fun, and we've got amazing personalities that clients love in person. But when that translates into online messages and DMs, it often comes across as flat. So I want you to be really intentional with the language that you're using in messages to clients. Case in point, one of my students in the Ad Lab recently had set up automated conversations from her ads, and one of her follow-up message said essentially, here's the information about this service, let me know if you want to book, period. Like nothing engaging, nothing friendly, and I'm sure she wouldn't sound like that in person. Make your DMs reflect how you would speak with people in real life. So here are 3 ways that you can do that in the DMs. First of all, ask questions. You can ask people their biggest skin concern instead of just assuming. Ask them to send you a hair selfie to see what their hair is like. Ask them to send inspiration pictures. Ask questions. This shows that you care about recommending the right service to them, not just blindly selling. Second, Send voice and video messages when appropriate. Keep them under 30 seconds, 60 seconds maximum, but these can honestly be so helpful and friendly. I once had a bunch of people sign up for a free class that I was doing, and in order to get the workbook for the class, they actually were sent to my Instagram and Facebook DMs. And then before the class, the day before, I spent more than an hour sending 10-second voice messages to each person. I'm talking hundreds of people. I used their name. I shared my excitement to see them during class. And I got so many responses saying, wow, nobody does that. It's so nice to hear from you. And the last thing that you can do is follow up with people who've dropped off from messages with helpful info. Remember, we were talking about creating that new client kit. And one of the things in there is an information, like a PDF. Send them anything that you've created in Canva that will give them more information about the service. I did this with one of my one-to-one clients who does microblading. From people who messaged her but didn't book, she just sent them a piece of information about microblading, like a guide to microblading, and she booked 2 appointments just from that. Okay, and the last thing that you can do to help welcome in and create a warm connection with the introverts and the shy people who follow you is to share more about yourself. And I'm sure you've heard this time and again. People want to book with a real person, not a business. You as a person are your brand. So this video is actually turning into a list of things that I wanted to do but have either been too chicken or too lazy to do. And here's the third one, microblading. I wanted to get it done forever because as you can see, I've got they're drawn in right now, but I've got pretty sparse eyebrows. I overplucked them when I was in high school. Blech. And I wanted to get microblading for a while. There aren't tons of microbladers around here. I've been checking them out because I live in rural Italy. I've been checking them out online, didn't find one that I completely liked. And the truth is, I'm scared. I'm worried if I get microblading, am I gonna hate it? And it feels super permanent. So that fear of having bad eyebrows has held me back from booking it. And I'm sure if you do microblading, this is like the number one concern among your clients. But a few months back, I went to a friend's baby's birthday party, her 1-year birthday. And I met a girl there who we hit it off. She was just super friendly, super fun to talk with. She's got a microblading clinic in the town nearby, in the bigger town. I was so excited about microblading after that. I was like, oh my gosh, I think when I'm ready to book it, when I've gotten over that fear, I'm gonna book it with her because we had that personal connection. How do you create that when people have never physically met you? Because like I said, physically meeting someone makes all the difference. Sharing more about yourself would absolutely help introverts who follow you, anyone who's shy, to feel like they know you, they're comfortable with you, they feel less insecure to ask questions, to clarify, and eventually to book an appointment with you. It doesn't have to be super complicated. Obviously, we all know that we need to be sharing our personal brands on Instagram all the time, but if you really just want to do this quickly, there's some super simple things that you can do. It can just be a photo pinned to the top of your Instagram with 3 fun facts about you. Or a video you take in your salon where you show yourself, you're just doing like a selfie video talking about your journey to becoming a stylist or why you love your job. Or a carousel post sharing some personal pictures on your phone of your everyday life, like a photo dump. And of course, it's not just about sharing more about you on your Instagram, also show up on your website, really share the real you. And you'll find that more people who aren't so extroverted, who are a little bit more introverted, will feel comfortable opening up to you, telling you about their biggest skin problems, their hair concerns, and hopefully booking an appointment and becoming one of your #1 fans. 1/3 of your Instagram followers are probably introverts, and even those who wouldn't be considered an introvert might need some gentle hand-holding and welcoming in with a warm touch to feel comfortable enough to book an appointment with you. The more that people can easily see your face, see who you are, what your space is like, what the experience is, just really understand what their appointment would go like start to finish, they'll feel so much more at ease with you. They'll feel like they almost know you, like they've almost visited your space already, even if it's only just virtually. So try out these 4 ideas and let me know in the comments, Are you an introvert? Do you have a lot of introverted clients? What are some special touches that you do to make them feel welcome or create a great experience for them even during the appointment? And again, if you liked this video, I would love if you could give it a thumbs up. It really helps people like you find my videos, and hopefully we can help more hair and beauty pros to build their businesses. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.